open relationships are fucking unique, aren't they?
Like I couldn't do it.
Yeah, we've even like heard of some people who've gotten involved with like people they work with, and it just sounds like a fucking shit show.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't fucking do it.
It is Morokai with 2 Eyes. We're back on every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7 a.m. on Spotify and 4:30 p.m. on YouTube. One thing I have noticed, and I can't understand it.
No, go on, man.
It's
just, I felt like there was so much anticipation.
Yeah,
like,
mate,
you've kind of thrown me a little bit.
I always thought it has to be for the money, but I'm not understanding where the money is coming from in these scenarios. Okay. So, for example, WWE videos, boxing videos, UFC, things like that.
The people that like stream it?
No, I can kind of get what they're doing because some of the people, they do that for their friends, right? And they'll be like, I don't care if my channel gets taken down, I'm streaming it anyway. No big deal. They're not really doing it for money. The people that are photoshopping their thumbnails, for example, like WWE, Roman Reigns.
Yes.
Biggest name in WWE. It might be him holding the titles, looking at another massive player like Brock Lesnar, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, that never happened.
That's Photoshop. And then maybe a UFC, like for example, Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis is one of the biggest boxing matches ever, and that happened the other day. When I'm looking at it online, I go to click on the fight because
it's got nothing to do with that
not
at
even
all.
close.
I do hate that.
It had one picture of Ryan Garcia with a knockdown of Tank Davis, and that didn't happen. Like that was two different fights photoshopped together.
Yeah, right, okay.
And
they're trying to play cheeky.
But obviously you'd go, okay, well, the whole point is you click on the video.
Yeah, you've been clickbaited, more or less.
But
then the video had nothing to do with it anyways.
Yeah, but
it makes next to no sense, like at all.
And they don't have a lot of followers, subscribers, so you're like, where are you making money from this?
Yeah, that's
because
true.
You piss more people off by clicking on the video.
Oh, most definitely.
So what's the point?
Well, there is none really, is there?
No, there'd have to be. People that makes no sense.
Unless maybe for a cheat like, haha, I got you.
That's so weird that people
But like
do
what?
that.
But like what's the actual point?
It'd have to be money. The whole thing, I was like, if people are doing this regularly, it'd have to be money so people are then clicking on their channel. But the thing is, if people are clicking on it, they're going to be clicking away just as fast when they find out it's not the real deal.
Yeah, I remember doing that as a kid so much to YouTube. Like you go and you'd be like, this has got nothing to do with like.
Do you know what?
I used to actually hate the most, and I apologize for cutting you off, but the ones that I always hated the most, especially being a kid who loved WWE, was you want to see the results and all that, and the photo, like exactly as you said, the thumbnail looks like legit. It's from the event itself, and then it's people playing the video game.
Oh yeah,
of the results, and I'm
That's
like,
what I mean.
I'm just like, I'm like, this is not the fight. Yeah. This is not the match at all, and you've chosen who wins. It's not the actual winner.
And this takes effort as well.
It is so much effort, dude.
But there was one thing that made me laugh heaps. I remember when I think it was like year maybe 9 or 10. And we loved playing Black Ops 2.
Oh, that we did.
And I think there was a few clips online. We're trying to create a montage. And then one of our friends...
I remember this.
He's just like, oh, yeah, I snipe as well. I like making some content. You checked out his channel, and you go to his channel, and he has this sniping clip on Nuketown. I think it was Nuketown. And he's just... beaming people going on. And you even said to me, like,
nuts.
Bro, have you seen this guy? He's actually fucking nuts. And we go up to him in school. I watched it as well. I'm like, holy shit. Like, he is like top 1%.
Yeah.
And he's just been casually just playing.
Yeah, just doesn't even not making a big deal about it.
Because he acted like, oh, yeah, this is just a clip I did the other day. And we went up to him. He's like, oh, no, I just downloaded some other guy's video and uploaded it as my own. I'm like, why?
I think that wasn't until you were like, yeah, man, next time you watch it, actually like have a look in like the corner of like the kill feed and like look at the game tag. I'm like, that's not his game tag. What's going on here?
What's there a phase in
yeah. Well, that was also when he just had that random the Tomahawk clip.
Yeah.
Just sewn in there just cause. You're like, mate, what is going on?
Just the effort for maybe a couple of views. Some of that stuff confuses me, man.
But so many people do it as well.
Mm.
Like, there's actually like a market out there for that sort of content, which is low-key incredibly sad.
This is switching lanes, but I was thinking of things where you're kind of wasting your time. Mate, people who get involved in the friend zone, some of them waste days.
Years.
Oh, mate. Yeah.
Replace days with years. Just go straight to the big one.
Yeah, and
you see it so many. How many times have you seen on like Facebook, Reddit, Twitter, and it's just like, oh my God, I can't believe they did this for me. Love this. And like, what's the latest one that I saw? It was like someone like paid to meet up with an OnlyFans model or whatever, and they got to hang out for the day, but then the money for like the day hangout then paid for her and her partner's trip overseas. And I'm like, that is so fucked. I'm like, surely you like let the guy hit. Like, for that price, if she's going away on a holiday and all they got to do was hang out and talk for the, I'm sorry, but like that's nah.
I was just, oh man, there's some open relationships are fucking unique, aren't they?
Yeah, no, like I couldn't do it.
Yeah, we've even like heard of some people who've gotten involved with like people they work with, and it just sounds like a fucking shit show.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't fucking do it.
No, there's no way. I don't have.
But knowing as well that it's like when they talk, because like, how do you then bring that up with someone that you haven't met before, but you want to like maybe start a relationship with as well?
You're talking if you're involved.
Yes, if you're involved, granted, maybe it hasn't taken place for like months at this stage or whatever, but like it still happened. Like, how do you then go to like the person that you're like, I don't know, intimate with, and you're like, hey, I really want to like go out with this person, and you haven't mentioned it yet, but you know there's going to be a day where you have to meet. Like, how do you go about that conversation?
I'm just imagining like maybe a third date or something, and everything's going like swimmingly, like it's just perfect. You're like, this chick is like the second one. you're holding her, and you're, all right, look, Jennifer, I've had an amazing time. I think it's time we take the next step. I'm like, oh, what is it? It's like, I want you to meet my missus.
Can you just imagine?
And her boyfriend. What? So I'm involved too. So you're her boyfriend. Yeah. But she has a boyfriend. Yeah. So you're dating him? No. That's
where we draw the line. How dare you?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I want her.
Because I saw a video the other day, and it was this girl who was talking about how she has a husband and a boyfriend, and both of them looked weird. And she's like, oh, I woke up with my husband today, and like I love cuddles, but then he was kind of not in the mood after that. So I went to my boyfriend, and we went shopping, we got some food, and then I come back home, had sex with my husband, and then I come back, and the best thing about having a boyfriend, round two. And so people are so comfortable on the fucking internet now, it's ridiculous.
I just can't live that life.
Oh, I couldn't.
Not a chance.
There's no way. But
to each their own, but it's not for me.
But maybe if there's some people who really, I personally think there's no way you care about someone that much if you're in an open relationship. But like, I know some people might be able to twist them like, no, I care about them so much that I want them to be happy with other people. But I'm thinking, no, if you have an emotional connection so strong, you don't want them to be with anybody. The thought of my girlfriend like hitting on someone is like fucking to come home and then find them like them sitting on the couch watching a movie together, snuggled up, and they're like, "Don't worry, babe, we'll watch a movie later." I'll be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Nah,
it's just not for me. But again, like going back to like that though, because it's just such an awkward. I feel like that's such an awkward conversation to have, knowing that like your mates know that like you've done something in the past and all that. It's like, you gonna like mention that to them, or like you're just gonna like pretend that never happened? And it's like, you can't though, because what happens after a few beers, especially boys, like it's gonna get mentioned. Being like, so have you invited them around for like the foursome yet? Or and then the chick will be like, what? Like, what do you mean? It's just like, all right, don't react too bad. But there was a time that I was involved with a few threesomes, and look, I'm actually quite happy to stop them if you want me to stop. But if you don't want me to stop, then that's cool as well. Like, what female says that's fine? I'm being completely honest though. Like that's never gonna. Maybe in like the one in like 100 or like the 1 in 1,000 might be like, oh yeah, cool. Like I'll be open to that. But I'd like to think that the large majority are like, yeah, no, we're done.
Yeah.
Like that's just.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Especially when you have it open ended, being like, I'm happy to stop. It's like, would you not just, if you found your one, would you not just call it like, I'm done with that life now?
Yeah. The one I watched where they were living together, like the girl with her husband and boyfriend, you'd also think if you got, two, now
I wouldn't want to even be in the same house.
No, but imagine if you got like into an argument with her. And then you've got the husband backing her up. And then you're fighting on two fronts. You're fighting with her. He's like, don't say that about our woman. And he's like, oh, my God.
Your woman? I didn't even think about that. That'd be disastrous.
Even if he's not home and you have a bit of a spat, who's she going to talk shit about?
Yeah, shit.
The guy she's fucking.
Even
though, it's so weird.
I like that.
I would hate it so much.
I wouldn't be a fan of that at all.
Because part of me was like, okay, what are the positives? I guess you get the girlfriend lifestyle, but you get the lifestyle of, you get a lot of your own space too, because she'd be spending her time with another husband. But imagine, I feel like someone who has two husbands is very needy. So it's not like you would get some time, but you wouldn't want time off if you're in love with someone as well.
No, you wouldn't.
I can't think of a fucking
That's
positive.
so much emotional, just support and all that. Like that's so much energy.
We're thinking of it this whole time. We've been thinking of it as being one of the boyfriends.
Yeah.
If we turn it, what happens if you're the person with two girlfriends or two boyfriends and you're in that situation?
Jesus Christ. Straight up though.
Sensory overload.
No, but dude, at the best of times, and not being like a smart, but sometimes imagine having a small disagreement as it is already in current relationship. Imagine then having to deal with that again. What? Sometimes just over small, it's like, really? You didn't do the dishes today? And you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I was busy at work. And then the other one's at you as well. Because it's like, what, you expect me to use a dirty fork? And then it's just like, oh my fucking God. Now you're teaming up on me.
That can be true because if you have a type, it's not like both your girlfriends are going to be fucking exactly opposite each other. Yeah, otherwise you don't really have a type.
Yeah, there's going to be a few similarities there.
Similarities.
I was hoping that you were going to pick up on that. So I just think that'd be like, no, thank you.
No, it wouldn't be. Oh, do you know what's a good thing we could put in? I forgot what it was, but I'm going to put in the clip right now of when we we did the clips today for TikTok.
Yes, we did.
So me and Lee, we do some clips for TikTok and pretty much we just go on some stuff that's relatable, but we don't prep anything. We just go on the spot.
We just come in.
Lee might be down. Like, mate, I love Tarzos. And then we'll just go on about Tarzos.
Yeah, we'll just go on about that. We'll ramble on. But my biggest issue is I panic.
So there's
panic attacks, just panic. You want panic.
There's no script, but I would love to say that sometimes Lee goes off script, even though there is none.
Yeah, well, it's really my improv isn't great.
So I'm going to play that for you guys right now. Oh, it's so funny. Just something that is not TikTok appropriate. I love it. And the minute I thought this is a great one, and then when you said that, I'm just like, oh no. No.
What has he done? I just like to go a bit left field sometimes, and sometimes it's not good.
I like it. It throws you a bit.
It's a bit of a curveball in the system.
You can't be too boring.
No, you don't want to be too boring.
No, boring's boring.
But boring's too boring.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Morokai to Eyes.
Thank you so much for listening. Be sure, by the way, if you haven't already, go to the bio in the description. Click the first link in there. You'll come to our apparel store. Get yourself a hoodie or 3. Get all of them.
We are so in the red. Buy our merch.
Buy all of them. And then you can choose what you do with them.
Yeah. Try sell them. They are selling like hotcakes. You want this stock.
Yeah, selling more like Macca's hotcakes.
Please
buy them.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Boom.